Using the System Manager software, your voice and data network administrator can schedule patching changes to be made at the panels and send those changes to the appropriate rack managers. At the rack managers, you can view and perform jobs in the job queue by following the instructions provided on the rack manager displays. To view and select the job in the job queue for the telecommunications room, go to any rack manager or network manager in the room. Press any button on the manager to wake it up. If there are jobs in the job queue, the Job Soft key appears on the display. Press the Job Soft key to see the first job in the queue. Notice that the description of the job identifies the type of job and the location of the ports to be used in the job. Also notice that the LEDs for the ports to be used in the job turn on at the panels. You can press the Detail Soft key to view more information about the job. Then press the Back Soft key to return to the job screen. To view other jobs, press the down arrow button. There are two main types of jobs in the queue: Add Connection jobs and Remove Connection jobs. When you perform jobs, you'll notice that the job queue is dynamic. Some jobs don't appear in the queue until after you performed other jobs. For example, if the network administrator schedules work to change a service, a Remove Connection and an Add Connection job are placed in the job queue. The Add Connection job can't be performed until the Remove Connection job has been completed. So the Add Connection job does not appear in the queue until the Remove Connection job has been performed. If you've selected an Add Connection job to perform, locate one of the indicated iPatch panel ports. Look for a rack manager or network manager display that is lighted and a port LED that is on. Connect one end of the patch cord to the indicated port. Notice that the prompts on the display change to guide you through the job. Locate the other indicated iPatch panel port. Remember that the other port could be on the same rack or on a different rack. Connect the other end of the patch cord to the other indicated port. Notice that if there are more jobs to perform, the next job appears. The iPatch system alerts you if you make a mistake when performing a patching job. For example, if you connect a patch cord to the wrong port, the rack manager or network manager sounds an attention tone. The instructions on the display also indicate the problem. When you correct the problem and complete the connection, the rack manager or network manager sounds a completion tone. If you've selected a Remove Connection job to perform, locate one of the indicated iPatch panel ports. Look for a rack manager or network manager display that is lighted and a port LED that is blinking. Disconnect the patch cord from the indicated port. Notice that the prompts on the display change to guide you through the job. Locate the other indicated iPatch panel port. Look for the rack manager or network manager display that is lighted and the port LED that is blinking. Remember that the other port could be on the same rack or on a different rack. Disconnect the patch cord from the other indicated port. The iPatch system also guides you when performing jobs that use one iPatch panel port and a port on other network equipment. Although most of the work you perform will be guided by the iPatch system, the system also lets you perform unguided patching activities. If you make an unguided patching change, the equipment informs the System Manager software to alert the network administrator and to record the change in the database. For example, you can add an unscheduled connection between two iPatch panel ports. Start by connecting one end of the patch cord to the appropriate iPatch panel port. Connect the other end of the patch cord to the appropriate iPatch panel port. Notice that the rack manager sounds a tone, indicating that the connection was recorded. If you make a mistake while performing unguided patching, you can correct the mistake and let the rack manager or network manager know how to update its database. For example, if you add a patch connection and then realize that you used the wrong port, you can move the connection to the correct port. Then you can let the rack manager or network manager know that you moved the connection. One of the most convenient features of the iPatch system is the ability to trace a patch connection with the touch of a button. You no longer need to track a patch cord through a tangled web of cords to find the other end. Simply press the button associated with one of the iPatch panel ports. Notice that the display shows you both ends of the connection. Also, the port's LEDs turn on.